It's the honeybees.
So this announcer from FAMU got into some hot water, right? Because he made some comments about those cheerleaders that we just saw, dancing or whatever, right? So I'm gonna just share the last one, and then we can have a conversation about it. All right.
And congratulate them. They're now the new face of Ozempic.
All right. Hey, what's going on, family? This is Ty from No Picks Podcast.
Family, what's good, Joe? No Picks Podcast.
All right, Joe. So what's your thoughts on one, the dancers they call the honeybees from Alabama? What's your thoughts on those cheerleaders, the honeybees, whatever they called? And what's your thoughts on my man getting in trouble because he called them the new face of Ozempic?
I mean, well, I have a lot of emotions, right? First and foremost, let's start with the positive. I mean, they was hustling. There was energy. There was enthusiasm. You know what I mean? They had choreography. They was hitting the moves. So I'm like, all right, they're out there getting it, big stomping. I'm like, all right, get it, ladies. So I mean, they looked like they was enjoying themselves and having a good time, right? So let's start with the positive. I guess I'm just curious, bro. Like, were there no fit women at all who wanted to partake or like try out for the? I'm just confused as to why they're all big. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them, not one, not two, not half, not three, all of them. They all big. So I'm just like, did no one want to try out for that? Or was that intentional? Were they just like, we just gonna put I don't know. I guess that part confuses me, but that was weird to me. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it at that. And then the comment about what the announcer said, and then I'll let you share your perspective is that was wrong, bro. I'm all for discussing weight and healthy alternatives, and I hate body positivity movement, but I also know when people are just mean to be mean, and I'm never the type to just be mean just for the sake of it. You know what I'm saying? So right. I didn't think he had to put him on blast like that. Him getting fired, I don't know if that was too much, but he definitely embarrassed him in front of the whole stadium, whoever was there. So I thought that was mean, bro. That wasn't cool, bro.
Yo, listen, I'm a guy who doesn't mind his woman on the thicker side, like I like, or I guess on the heavier side, I guess, right? Like that's probably be the more correct way of saying it.
We got that stereotype, bro. We're just black dudes like this. His chick's bigger, generally speaking.
Yeah. So like, but like, listen, I'll deal with a fit chick. I'll deal with something like, it's just for me. I'm like, it's not. It doesn't take away, right? And I know, but I would argue that I'm in a minority. I don't know many men that think like me, right? Like I know a lot of men are just like, all right, cool. Like I'll you know what I mean? I need my chicks, slim or whatever, and I got no problem with that, right? But it's hard for me to make an argument for like a 19-year-old being like that big. Like they're like if not diabetes, they're like pre-diabetes, and it's like they're only like 18 to 19 years old, bro. Like it's like you shouldn't be that big in high school. I mean in college, right? So if you got that big, you call it like the freshman, 15 or freshman 20 or whatever. And it's like, it's a problem, right? It's an insult. It's like, damn, nigga, you gained a lot of weight. The fuck? Like, you eating good in here. And it's like, it doesn't seem like it's an issue in the generation below us, right? Because they're in college now. We've been out of college for like 15 years. It doesn't seem like it's an issue because like they seem like they don't really give a fuck. Like, right? Didn't Spelman take away their athletics program because they were like, yo, we need to put money into our people coming in and like they gotta be in shape, right? They start putting money into like like gymnastics and shit like that. Like, look, you motherfuckers need to work out. Like,
Healthy
you need to work on this
eating,
shit. Like healthy eating and
class,
shit.
yeah.
Like they took away like a whole budget for athletics. Like, we listen, fuck the basketball, fuck the football, fuck the soccer. Y'all motherfuckers need to start eating some veggies and some and asparagus.
Yeah.
And it's because they noticed that like our women kept coming into school way overweight, right?
Mhm.
I don't get it, bro. And I remember having not an argument, but a discussion with a coworker of mine not too long ago. And you know, like the BMI chart, like the BMI is the BMI for everybody, right? It doesn't differentiate between races, right? But a coworker of mine who's a black woman was like, yo, like our BMI Jones should be like, you know, different. Like black women should be different. And she was trying to make the argument like our bodies are shaped different, our hips are shaped different, our this is shaped different and whatever. And you know, we have a different circumstance and then blah blah blah. And I was like, so you're trying to say that like the World Medical National Association, whatever the hell, that determines that are wrong for everybody but black women. Black women should be, you know, if it's obese to be at a 15% BMI or 20%, whatever it is, it's like black women should be like a 40% or some shit like that. And I'm like, it's like, oh, well, if you're a black woman and you're below that, then you're in shape. And so it's like, I'm like and our women, I don't want to bring it to this, but like our women, they want to like make a reason as to why they are overweight. We got bigger hips, we got a bigger ass, we got bigger frames, but it's like
racism.
It's institutionalism and colonialism and what's the European, whatever the European.
Remember the chick said I'm obese, I'm fat because of racism or something like that. Right. Remember we made a video like stuff like that. Like
it's like so ridiculous, bro. Like listen, like
yeah,
I don't get it, bro. It's unfortunate.
You know, so I'm not going to take away any accountability, any personal accountability for the individual, right? But I will say this though, because we touched on it earlier. I do see this a lot, bro, and I feel like our men in the black community promote this and endorse it. Maybe not everybody. Of course, those guys who are like, nah, she got to be fit, feminine friendly, or you know, there's those guys who are like, no, she got to. But I see so much on social media that as long as the fat falls in the right places, they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care. And chicks can look thick, but we've talked about this before. Like, all I got to look is your neck and your arms. If I can't see your neck or if your arms is fat as hell, I can tell you're overweight. It don't matter if you got a fat ass and big titties. Like, if your arms is big as hell and you got that jiggly, like, I just know that you're overweight. You know what I mean? Like, you could just tell. But our men love it and they praise it. And so if we're praising that, why wouldn't women want to either be thicker or aspire to be thicker? You see what I'm saying? I feel like we kind of, this is one of those issues where I feel like we're also engaged. We endorse this, bro. And I hate to admit that, but like I have to. Like I see a lot of black men they praise it on social media. Like, am I tripping? Like, do you not see this? Like,
not tripping. No.
So we kind of promote it in a way too. And it's like, yeah, fellas, they look good now, but like, why don't you add a baby? A baby will add 35, 40 pounds on her if she's already slightly overweight. Wait until she gets older and them big and all the hips and all that, and it starts sagging to her knees, and like it just look different when they get older and they can't lose it. You know what I mean? Their ankles is like swollen. You know what I'm saying? Like we think about it now, but it's like all that weight is gonna affect them so much more when they hit their 40s, their mid 40s, early 50s. Like that's when it's really gonna hit them, right? So I feel like, you know, there's personal accountability, bro, but that's my point. I feel like our men really endorse this, and you know what I mean? Like they entertain this.
No, I agree 100%. But here's another angle too. You and I talked about this before a long ass time ago, but you remember there was a Kevin Samuels episode that he was talking to a bigger black chick, right? And she was like, yo, you know, like black women should start dating out, black men aren't treating us that great, blah blah blah. He was asking her questions, and he was like, so she weighed like 210, 220, right? She was like 5'9", 220, something crazy. And he was like, okay, well, you know, would you approach a white man? You know, the way you look now? She's like, oh no, I would have to probably get in the gym and lose some weight. So it was like, he was like, ain't that fucked? So he mentioned it. You know, we talking about, he was like, ain't that messed up? He was like, so you would expect a black man to just take you as you are. But if you really wanted to go swirl and be with a white man, you would like take your diet seriously and start working out, because you know that they don't accept just anything. Right. So it also, you know what I mean, it what also factors into it is, you know, our women do expect us to just take whatever they want to give us. And if they want to go outside the community, get an Arab or a white dude or an Asian dude, then they know they kind of got to shape up and do better and fucking eat, you know, pineapple for dinner or something like that, and work out a little bit more. Like that's also a thing too.
Yeah. No, I agree too. There's so many different factors, right? It's the fact that there are so many men in our community that endorse it and entertain it and praise it. Then it's also like that our women don't want to be competitive. They don't. They don't want to compete with other races of women. They'd rather just like take me as I am. All bodies are beautiful. Like they've sipped that Kool-Aid so much, right? And then also like just like how we eat. Like our shorties, like it makes me so happy to see black women in the gym, bro. Like I don't see a lot of them, you know what I mean? But when I do see them,
I rarely see that shit, bro.
I don't see them. I see them.
I'm in the gym all the fucking time,
bro. Me too.
I don't see a lot of black women, bro. I don't either. I could count on one hand. Like there's like 4 black chicks I see on a regular. The rest of them is like dudes, white chicks, Asian chicks,
Latinas. But I don't see the sisters. Yeah, you know what I mean? Very rarely.
Black women are like, if you would count attendance, like black women are definitely ranked at the bottom as far as like attendance go.
Yeah, like, and from my experience, I would say that. Yeah,
and I'm at Planet Fitness, so I go to different Planet Fitnesses. I go to ones in Delaware, I go to ones in Philly, multiple different Planet Fitnesses.
Right.
It's all the population breakdown. Black women are always at the bottom.
Yeah,
100% of the time. I've never seen it where it's like, damn, there's a lot of black chicks in here today. And I
lose my mind that day.
It's always like the white chicks being there heavy, the white dudes being black dudes being there heavy. But the black, it's like once in like for every 10 people is one black.
I don't see him.
It's not. It's very rare, bro. Like
That's
I rarely
very
see it.
Rare.
And I go in the morning. I go in the PM. It's just. They don't be in there, bro. They just don't. They don't work out in the gym. They just don't.
It'll be the same one. If I do see any, they go consistently. So I'll be seeing the same one over and over again. So you can't even say, I mean, it's the same ones over and over again who go. But no, I'm glad. Like, this is anecdotal experience, but bro, like I go to Planet Fitnesses all around Philly. I don't see a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm going at the wrong time, but like they're there, but not as much as other women are represented. You know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of factors, right? Also that we don't take fitness serious because think about it. At a young age, these girls want to be thick. You know, you had them parents who were feeding these girls and saying, you don't want to get too skinny. Like, I came from a culture that was when I started getting fit, they were like, you're getting too skinny. You know what I mean? Instead of being like, damn, you look great. Keep going. They were like, you're getting too skinny. So it's a cultural thing. There's so many different factors, bro. But the biggest thing is like, you got to want it more than anything else. I had to break through all of that. The cultural thing, you know what I mean? I had to break through all that and say, I don't want to be fat anymore. Because the biggest I said, I was a sloppy 245. This was in college. I got into college. I gained 40 pounds, bro. I was sloppy. So I had to lose it, but this is bad.
Don't you think it's interesting that when the black women be like, yo, like we're at this, like we have this, we're at this rate of this, and we have mortality rates of this over these people, blah blah blah. But like they're the last people you see in the gym.
Yeah, I do.
Like is that like, or is that an asshole thing for me to say?
No,
like,
no.
Like women be like, well, you know what? If I'm at, I'm 27% more likely to die during childbirth than a white woman. But it's like you see these white chicks in the gym. Y'all aren't in the gym.
Right. Y'all not in the gym. You're not. And I've said this to you before about men, but it applies to women too. But it's like you wouldn't settle for mediocrity in any other aspect of your life. Why would you settle for mediocrity with your body? You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't want to average income, you don't want to average education, you want all these things to be above average, but why is your body the exception to that rule? Why don't you want your body to be above average or at least fit? Why would you let that be mediocre? You know what I'm saying? So for women, it's like our women will go out there, get a degree, get two master's degrees, get a PhD, and then be thick as hell, be like overweight, like not like bad. And I'm just like, you did all that for your career and for your education, but you completely neglected your body. Like, why? Why did you settle for that to be mediocre or to be below? You know what I'm saying? Like, It doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, I don't understand the disconnect.
This is the last question I'm gonna ask for this, John. Can you imagine this at a historically white college?
No, bro.
It would never.
No, bro. Probably it would be an unaccredited college in like Kansas somewhere, and Bubba's like the president of the. You know what I mean? Like it'd be somewhere right there, like maybe down there somewhere. You know what I mean? Like
y'all can't talk about mortality rates and we have this at this level rates and white women are statistically blah blah. When y'all don't give a fuck about fitness or working out or how y'all eat or whatever, like y'all can't complain about one thing and act like it's unrelated to the other thing that you have a choice in.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, in Philly, from what I see, it's that most women, like when before they get pregnant, they already either have unhealthy eating habits or they're eating crappy food and they're not exercising at all. So then you get pregnant, then you get your cravings, then you're eating twice,
Yeah.
triple as much as the crappy food you were already eating. Then you have the baby, you gain them 30 or 40 pounds, and then you never lose it because, well, guess what? You weren't exercising before and you go back to the same routine. So they never lose that weight that they gained from pregnancy. And I see that with a lot of women. Like a lot of the moms that I see in Philly walking around with their kids, they're just huge.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, right, because you got pregnant, gained all that weight, and because you weren't physically active, you didn't have that drive, you never lost it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like women are at a disadvantage because they do go through pregnancy, but it's like, bro, you got to do something to like bounce back from that. Like after 2 years, that's my rule. After 2 years, it's no longer baby weight. Like after that, you know what I mean? That's my rule.
But but these chicks, bro, these like, I mean, hopefully they didn't have kids, but they're like 18, 19, maybe 20.
I know.
Like
and
you shouldn't be babied up
Just-
and baby dad up. Like you should be like
I
in
agree.
the prime of your life. You should be like, even if you ate crazy, right? Like even if you ate crazy, you're like, you should still be fine.
I agree.
But to be like 18 and 19 and being like all like as thick as y'all were now, would I take you down? Yes. Would I
Right.
also would I understand that you might die 30 years before me? Yeah, you might. You probably will.
You might,
Right?
yeah.
Like I just accept it, right? Like I'll just
Yeah. And that's a female problem too, bro. Because think about it. If a dude is like 250 pounds and he bad built, like he ain't gonna get none. He ain't swimming in no vag, bro. But a shorty can be 250, 300. And as long as, you know what I mean? Like she gonna get action. And that for me, I feel like as a woman would confuse me too. Like, well, why should I change anything if I'm still getting peen? But it's like, yeah, but are you getting wifed up? Are the men that you can keep of value? Like,
right,
you know what I mean? Like that's the thing that they don't think about. They just like the validation and all that. And it is what it is. But I feel like that's what makes it more confusing for women is that they mistake that sexual attention for like, you know what I mean? For like, I don't know, bro. It's a female problem. Definitely not a guy problem.
No.
But that doesn't help.
We know it. Because if we're gross and disgusting, we don't even get to have sex with you.
No.
That we don't even.
It never gets past that.
Like you'll bang a chick that smells like mayonnaise. You just won't bang her again. You just be like, yo, or like, it got to be a slow Thursday. Like, god damn, like I ain't got nobody else. Like, you gotta be like, all right, listen, let me hit up Mayo. You mean like you'll bang her, right? Because like, but you just won't make a habit of it, right?
Yo, why are we like this, bro? Why are men like this? This is why some things don't change, bro.
And
you know you should, but we still do, bro.
Yeah, right. And it gotta be super secret. You'll be like, if you tell somebody like, oh, you be like, bitch, I would never. You be looking at you like, bro. You be like, bro, would I? You don't answer the question directly. You be like, bro, would I even do that? Niggas be like, no, bro, you probably would. You be like, okay, thank you. So you didn't exactly lie to your homie, but it's like you didn't tell the truth. Like.
So female get confused because of that dynamic that also adds to their confusion as to why they don't want to lose weight. But like, all right, so I guess my final thought for the shorties, like, I don't know, man, we've talked about this weight issue so much and I try to talk about it more constructively. I don't want to be mean and say the face of Ozempic, because if you're just mean, they're not going to listen to you. You know what I mean? Like if you say in the face of Ozempic, they're not going to listen to you. Right. Also, I prefer people to do it the natural way. You know what I mean? Like, I like a woman who gets in the grind, starts eating better, starts taking the walks. You know what I mean? I have more respect for that as opposed to using a cheat code. I no shade to nobody, you know what I mean? But, like, I prefer people to just do it the natural way, bro. I was sloppy. All I did was eat better and get in the gym and watch and take out soda. I mean, like, I did it that way. So I know how hard it is and how much work it takes. So I respect people more who put the work in like that. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and
until next time.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?